Are we online? Hi, Kari. Hi, online people. I forgot to turn you on. I'm so sorry. Welcome. I think we're on. Hello, I'm super sorry. We're about to start the high G sectional, so that's what's happening. I'm super sorry I forgot to turn you on. Okay, hello, high G sectional. Is anybody in here not a high G? If you're not a high G, get out of here. Yeah? Yes. They are up the stairs to the right in the senior classroom. Yeah. Welcome, high Gs. We're starting with Sunrise Sunset. So pull out Sunrise Sunset. And this one, we're gonna play the first couple of measures together here just to get ourselves warmed up and into the zone of playing the ukulele. Yes. So we're going 1, 2, 3. This is our speed. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Starting at the beginning, I'm gonna pause this partway through. Yeah. Let me make sure that they can see me on that. Yes. So, okay, yeah, measure 1. 1, ready, go. Measure 1, 2, 3, 2. Measure 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, slowing down, 2, 3, back to tempo, 2, 3, 10, 2, 3, 11, 2, 3, 12, 2, 3, 13, 2, 3, 14, 2, 3, 15. That was great. I'm going to pause this now. That was awesome. So, it's in 3. You all understand what's going on with the reading and the rhythms and whatnot? It sounded fine. I don't think there was anybody too confused. That was good. So measure 17 is the first time we encounter something that's like, what in the world is going on? Right? So this song, I would suggest for most of it that you are in second position. So let me pull my ukulele up. Second position is where my pointer finger of my left hand lives on second fret. Yes? So I'm going to play all of the 2s in here with my pointer finger. All of the 3rd frets can be played by my middle finger. All of the 4th frets can be played by my ring finger. All of the 5th frets can be played by my pinky. I think that will be helpful for you in measures 1 through 10, because all of them are 2, 3, 4, or 5. Yeah? Or 0. Right? So I would use my pointer finger on fret 2. However, you have to stop doing this in measure 17, unfortunately, because it says 5, 8, 7, 5, 4, 7. Yeah? So I would use that rest in measure 16. We're resting for all of measure 16. I would use it to slide myself all the way to pointer finger fret 5. Right, so that I can be 0, pointer finger fret 5, 8, 7, 5, slide back down to pointer finger 4, 7, 5. Right, so I would make sure you're using that rest, right? You don't want to start, you don't want to finish measure 15 and then hang out down here, and then all of a sudden measure 17 happens and you're like, oh, darn it, right? You want to use the rest to slide yourself up to pointer finger fret 5, right? And so that is the deal there. And then once you've played pointer finger fret 5 all the way through measure 19, you're going to use that time in measure 20 that you're playing a 0 on the A string to slide yourself back down to pointer finger fret 2, right? You want to use these times to slide. You don't want to, waste that opportunity, right? So that is the deal there. Do we kind of understand that fingering? It's a little bit of, it's one of the higher up on the fretboard kinds of situations. It's a similar thing in measure 33, right? Starting in 33. There's a rest in measure 32, so I'm using measure 32 to slide myself all the way back up. 33, pointer finger fret 5, right? Right? So I want to use those opportunities to slide myself around. Make sure that I have my thing that I'm supposed to be telling you. So that's that. Other thing that I would recommend about practicing sections like this, right? Because it is higher up on the fretboard and it's harder to, we're used to playing down here and we know how everything goes when it's down here. When it's up here, we're like, what's going on, right? And so something I would suggest would be to play this slowly with either a metronome or use one of those fancy apps they have nowadays to slow down an MP3. Right, where you can take the MP3 from the website and slow it down. Or you could use a metronome, right? You could set a metronome at, quarter note equals 50, and it's right? And it's going to hold you accountable to playing it slowly. You could even set it slower than that, right? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Play it 5 times through. Play these couple of measures 5 times through until you can play them perfectly at that speed. Then bump it up just another couple beats per minute, right? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Right? And then play it again until you can play it perfectly, and then get it just a little bit faster. And then that'll help you get that into your fingers, right? Because you want to build that muscle memory very, very slowly first and then get it faster later. That would be my suggestion for practicing this at home, rather than simply sitting there and going and playing it a whole bunch of times and then continuing to make mistakes and then never fixing them. Yes? So that is the deal there. So why don't we try playing through. We're going to do our best in those rest measures to slide ourselves down the fretboard. Right? We're going to start at the beginning and try our best to do that. Yes? Starting at the beginning. Nice and slow. 1, ready, go. Measure 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, measure 5, measure 6, measure 7, slowing down, 2, 3, 9, 2, 3, 10, 2, 3, 11, 2, 3, 12, 2, 3, 13, 2, 3, 14, 2, 3, 15, 2, 3. We're using the rest to slide up to fret 5, measure 17, 2, 3, 18, 2, 3, 19, 2, 3, sliding back down to measure fret 2, measure 21, 2, 3, 22, 2, 3, 23, 2, 3, 24, 2, 3, 25, 2, 3, 26, 2, 3, 27, 2, 3, 28, 2, 3, 29, 30, 31, 2, 3, sliding up to fret 5, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37. That was great. That was awesome. Something else I should point out to you, right? Something like 35, right? 35 is nice and easy, right? 5, 6, 7, right? You don't have to look at your music to play measures 35, 36, and 37 because you already know how to play that, right? I just memorized it right here and now in front of you. So you can also do that. And I would suggest that you do that so that you're not guessing when you get to play. You're going to play when I tell you to. Yes? Right? You see me up here waggling my wand around here, right? I'm going down beat on beat 1. I'm going over to my side on beat 2, and then I'm going back up on beat 3, right? It looks like 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Since all of those are on the down beat, all of those are on beat 1 of every measure. Every time I do this, you're playing something, right? 35, 36, 37, right? So you don't have to look at it. In fact, let's all memorize that right now. You're playing 5, 6, 7, and you're going to watch me starting in 35, and you're going to all play it at the same time because you're going to play it when I tell you to. Yeah? Starting in 35. 1, ready, go. 35, 36, 37. That sounded great. That sounded nice and in time with each other, right? So look at me. I'm giving you important information, right? When I give you a downbeat, you're playing something. And so there are lots of spots like that, right? That you don't really need to look at your music to play that, so you can be looking at me instead. Yes? Nice job. Let's look at measure 49. That's coming up. Measure 49, like we've been talking about, right? 46, you just played 3, 5, 7. You're going to play 40. Use measure 48 to get yourself set up to play pinky 8. Yes, pinky 8. You want to start with pinky 8 in 49. Right, to get yourself ready to play all of that garbage. Yeah, you could probably also do ring finger 8 if that's more comfy to you. Yes, but I'm using pinky 8. Feel free to use ring finger 8, whatever you want. Yeah. Between measures 51 and 52, though, so between that 7 and that 3, that's when you're sliding back down to 3, right? So I would slide down to middle finger 3 because you've got a 2 coming up, right? So I play my 8th thing, right? And then I'm using this time to slide down middle finger 3. Yeah? So starting with I'm doing pinky 8, you could do ring finger 8. After I play that 7, I'm sliding down so I can play middle finger 3. That's what's going on there. We should also look a little bit, because I just played it wrong. Measure 50, I want to compare that to measure 66. They're the same frets, they're the same notes, but a different rhythm, right? Measure 50 sounds like 1 and 2, 1 and 2, and 1, right? Measure 66 sounds like 1 and 2, 3, 1. Right, so 66 is 1 and 2, 3, 1. But measure 50, instead of playing on beat 3, we play after beat 3, right? We play 1 and 2 and 1, 2, 3. So just something to be aware of, that they're two different rhythms. Play them correctly both times. Yes? Do we kind of understand what the rhythms are and why they're different? Right, there's a dot on that second beat quarter note in measure 50. Yeah? Makes sense? So that is what's going on there. Nothing else too crazy in this part, other than I said something about 75. Oh, 75. Let's look at the end of the song. So in 71, 72, 73, we've been playing down here. And then there's railroad tracks. We briefly mentioned this, and we're going to talk about it a little more again once we have the big group in here. But railroad tracks, that's a caesura, Italian. It's a caesura. And what that means is we're going to come to a pause. We're all going to collectively stop playing after beat 3. And we're going to look at Ian, and for 75, you're going to get one big downbeat from me to play it. Yeah? So we're going to play 3, 3, 2, and then you all look at me, and we play 1, 2, 3. Yeah? So that is the deal there. Right? So you should probably have written there and circled, highlight and circle your caesura, and have written there, look at Ian, so that you know when to play 75. You should also use the time that we're not doing anything to find fret 12, right? Fret 12 is way up there. You probably don't have a dot on there. You probably have a dot on fret 10, but not on fret 12, so it's 2 above fret 10. You might have a dot there, depending on your instrument. You have a dot, congratulations.
I have a dot on 12.
Oh my gosh.
And a dot on 15, though.
Whoa, you've got a fancy ukulele. Yeah. But so anyway, you should figure out where fret 12 is and use the time that we're paused to find 12. Yes?
So what is the difference between that and a fermata?
That is a good question. They're basically the same thing. Very similar in what they do. The difference is that if it was fermata, we would want to hold the note out. With a caesura, we want to stop playing the note and quiet.
You would kill.
So I want you to kill that note, but we are playing ukuleles, right? And so it is going to die, the note is going to die out on its own anyway. So they're basically the same thing on a ukulele, but caesura.
I just, this is like maybe a dumb comment, but I kind of remember that from back in high school when I played the bass clarinet.
Whoa.
I remember that more as a breath note, like everybody's paused to take a big deep breath.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, I mean, that's maybe something that we'll do eventually once we've all collectively learned where fret 12 is, right? It would be useful for all of us when I'm giving you, for all of us to take a breath together.
Take a breath there.
So, yeah, it's time for you to take a breath, but also to find fret 12. Yes? So, that's what that is. Why don't we real quick play starting in 71 and do it with a breath. Let's all take a breath where the caesura is. And while you're taking a breath, you're going to find fret 12. Yeah? So we're starting in 71. 1, ready, go. 71, 2, 3, 72. 2, 3, 73. 2, 3, 74. 2, 3. Nice. That's good. Right? And so remember, you are looking at me for finding 12. And yes, it's very similar to a fermata because our ukulele can't last very long anyway. Yeah? So let's try. What time is it? No, we're not going to try playing it through. Do we have any more questions about sunrise, sunset before we move on? This one's not too crazy, but there's a couple spots where we're high up on the fretboard. Is kind of the deal there. Now's a good time to ask questions, so if you've got one, tell me. Okay, we're moving on to counting stars. Yes? Nice job. We will play that one through as a group later. Counting stars. Ooh. I know how the alphabet works. This one's at the start. So counting stars, this is another one where I would encourage you to play in second position. That was the thing that I was describing where my pointer finger lives on fret 2, second position. It's named after where my pointer finger lives. My pointer finger lives on fret 2, middle finger on fret 3. You're not going to be able to do this immediately because there's a bunch of ones, right? But once we get to, why did I say this about counting stars? Was I looking at something else?
No, we don't have one little one. We have 1, 1, and 4.
Huh, I
And
did.
8.
Oh, I think I meant starting at measure 13. You should probably play in second position because you're out of ones by that point. At the beginning, don't play in second position because you have to reach fret 1. At the beginning, do what you want. But starting at measure 13 in second position where your pointer finger is on fret 2. Yeah? Yes, there are 2 high G parts. Who all has high G1? Oh, I'm looking at it. This is my problem. I'm looking at the wrong song.
Okay. That's good because measure 13 I wouldn't play.
Yeah, no. Yeah, you wouldn't play it second position. That would be the problem. I was looking at Catch a Falling Star. Okay. So my advice was correct. I should have just listened to myself. Yes, you do want to play this in second position because there are not very many ones, right? So you want your pointer finger to be living on fret 2. And when I get to measure 4 and I have to play that 1, just like contract back and play the 1. All right, so I start up here on fret 2. Right? And then I'm going to constrict back to 1, right, to reach that. Right, but I would play most of it living here on fret 2, middle finger fret 3, ring finger fret 4, pinky fret 5. And the reason why I suggest that you do this is that so that you don't have to think as much about what your left hand is doing, right? You know, because you don't want to, ideally, right, you know, your pointer finger is on fret 2. Anytime I see a 2, then it's my pointer finger. I don't have to think about that. That gives me more brain space to look at Ian. That gives me more brain space to look at the page, right? So that I'm not constantly going like, right? And I want to, if I know that it's a pointer finger fret 2, then I know I'm just using my pointer finger and it's already there, right? And I don't have to look at it. Yes? So that is the purpose of doing that. The other reason why I would do that is that once you have settled on a fingering, don't change it, right? You know, you want to practice it the same way every time. You don't want to reinvent the wheel. If it's helpful to you, I would suggest writing down your fingerings, right? You know, you could write down words like pointer finger, middle finger, ring finger. I use numbers, which is confusing because we also use numbers for the frets, but I use the number 1 for my pointer finger, 2 for my middle finger, 3 for my ring finger, 4 for my pinky. Comes from violin playing. But whatever you do, I would suggest writing something down so that you play it the same way every time. Because if you play it the same way every time, then you will build muscle memory rather than just like trying to figure it out every single time you play it. Yeah? So that is the deal there. What else did I have to say? Great. Okay, so that's the beginning there. Not much to talk about there. Adrian did a nice job arranging this, so there's not much too crazy going on. Again, measures 11 and 12, you're not playing there, so you're using that time to find fret 7. Yes? Yeah? Let's see. Now I would like you to look at measure 29. 29 is a kind of deceptively difficult thing to do. It's not that difficult to figure out, right? It's the... Right? But the thing that I think is weird about it is that you're playing a lot of notes, which means it's really easy to build up tension in your right hand, right? And you need to be able to do it quietly. It says piano, right? So you're doing it quietly. You don't want to be like, you want it nice and quiet, right? But it all kind of has to be on time and quiet and not very tense, right? Which is hard to do. So my suggestion would be to use not my thumb, use my middle finger and my ring finger of my right hand and alternate them here, right? I would suggest doing that because it will give you a little more control over your volume and it will be less tense, right? Doing this a whole bunch with my thumb is something that creates a lot of tension, right? But if I'm doing this, it creates less tension in my hand. So I would suggest something like that, right? You know, right? It's something that you might find difficult the first time you do it, but I would suggest doing it that way because eventually it will probably become easier for you to control your volume while doing that. Yes? So I'm alternating all throughout this, all the way to measure 36. I'm alternating my right pointer finger and my right middle finger. Right? Plonk, 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 plonk. Kind of like I'm like walking along. Yeah? So that is my suggestion in measure 29. Last thing I wanted to talk about in counting stars is measure 89. all the way to 89. I wrote pinky on fret 7. Why did I write pinky on fret 7? Oh, that is good advice. So, I think you should start with your pinky on fret 7. I've got a double dot on my fret 7, but you might not have a double dot. You probably do have some kind of dot there, though. I'm starting with my pinky on fret 7, ring finger on 6, pointer finger on 4. Oh, that's not 4, that's 4. And then reaching my pinky over to hit that other fret 7. Right, so I look like this. Right, so I'm pinky 7, ring finger 6, pointer 4. That would be my suggestion for your fingering there. And again, I would practice this real slow at home, right? And then start gradually getting a little bit faster every time you play it, right? So start like plonk, 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 plonk. And then next time you play it, you're going to play plonk, 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 plonk. Then the next time you're going to play plonk, 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 plonk. Right, you want to gradually get faster, right? So that you're not building bad habits when you start fast. Let's start in 89 and go real slow. Yes? So we're going 1 and 2 and 89, 2, ready, go. 89, 6, 4, 7, 3, 4, 89, 2, oh my god, I don't know my numbers. 91 and 2 and 3 and 4, 92, 2, 3, 4, 93, 2, 3, 4, 94, 2, 3, 4. Something else to notice about what we just played is that it's the same thing 3 times in a row, right? It's the same 2 measures, and then you play them again, then you play them again. Another thing that I would suggest that you memorize so that you can be looking at your fingers doing it instead of looking at the music, yeah? Or you can be looking at me, yeah? You have a question?
The only other thing I noticed too was I just had 4 always pressed down.
Yes, yeah, that's also, yeah. You kind of want to avoid doing this like jumping around thing, right? Yeah, I can't even do it. Yeah, oh my gosh, right? I want to leave 4 pressed down the whole time, right? So that I've got all 4 of my fingers down, right? 7, 6, 4, 7, 7, 6, 4. That'll help you know where you are on the fingerboard a little better instead of, because that's confusing, right? It's confusing to find my frets. This time, right? If I leave things down as I go, right? That'll serve me a little better. Yes. So that is the deal with counting stars. Any more questions about counting stars? Yes.
37, is it strum or pluck?
37 you said?
Yeah.
Okay. Strum. Yeah. Hi, baritones. So our next part of our agenda is taking a break for a couple of minutes. So feel free to take a break for the next... you guys finished even faster than I thought you would. So you've got a couple minutes to hang out. Yes? I'm going to finish up with the high G's, so you can listen up with that. High G's, pull out I See the Light real quick. I see the light. I apparently don't know how the alphabet works, so I put it in the wrong spot. So, big thing to talk about in I See the Light is the beginning. So I want everyone to put a D major chord, not what it says. Put a D major chord on your ukulele. We played this before. So the beginning is going to be just like this if I was to slide this shape from my D major chord up to the 7th fret. Yeah? So it's this D, if you are a person who thinks in chord shapes, right? I put my D major chord on there, and then just slid it all the way up. So instead of my pointer finger and ring finger being on the 2nd fret, they're now on the 7th fret. Right, and this is what's going to give me that fingering of the... Right? I've got my pointer finger on fret 7 of the C string, middle finger on fret 7 of the A string, ring finger on fret 8 of the E string. Just like a D major chord shape slid up to the 7th fret. Right? And then I can use my pinky to hit 10. You can do what I'm doing here with your right hand. I've got pointer, middle, ring, middle, pointer. That's not right. Pointer, thumb, middle, thumb, pointer, middle, thumb, pointer. Right? You can do something like that, or you can just use your thumb the whole time. Whatever's more comfortable to you. I think this thing is more comfy, but whatever you want. That is I See the Light there. Really the only other thing I would suggest in this song, so that's the beginning there, 33. Oh, measure 33. I would use a little mini bar chord on fret 8, right? I have a mini bar chord on fret 8, middle finger on fret 9, ring finger on fret 10, so that I can create this. Right, so I've got a little mini bar chord on fret 8 covering all three of my C, E, and A strings. Ring finger on fret 9 there on the C string. And then when I need to play a 10 on the A string, I'm playing with my ring finger. Right, so I've got hard thing to see, right? But middle finger, or bar chord on 8, middle finger on 9, ring finger takes care of the 10s. That should help you get that a little bit better. Then you've got, pinky 12 there. Yeah? So that kind of makes some sense. Is there a better way I can explain it? It's a weird thing to do, but once you do it, it'll make some sense. Measure 42. Measure 42, I would use my pointer finger on fret 3 on the C string, pinky on fret 6 on the E string. Oh, did. And then I'm alternating thumb, pointer, thumb, pointer, thumb, pointer, thumb, pointer. You could just use your thumb. I like the alternating thing again. Yeah. And then when I need to play a 5, I'm playing with my ring finger. When I need to play that 4 in measure 36, I'm playing with my middle finger. So you just want to watch my left hand here at the beginning, or at measure 42. So I'm anchoring my pointer finger on fret 3, not moving it at all, and just letting myself do those little alterations, yeah? Or alternations, yeah? Let's see. I think that's all I have to say for now about this. We might talk a little bit about the ending next week, but that was good. So, I know I went real fast there, but this was recorded and live streamed. Hello, online people, by the way. I haven't checked the chat. Let's see what you're doing. Hi. Sorry I took so long to get the online thing on. Yes, so you can look back on that. If there's anything in there that was confusing to you, it might be easier to see my ukulele online than it is to see it from where you're sitting. But that was the deal. Welcome back, low G's and baritones. Hi there. Why don't we real quick, before we have a break, let's play one of our songs. Yes? Why don't I do that? Hello. That's okay. I didn't give us very much time.
No, and I tend to take more time than you give us.
That's okay. We don't have very much to go over next week, so we will.
Yeah.
She wants us to be good.
We appreciate it. I want my piece to be awesome.
Yeah. While we're waiting for everyone to set up, did you guys have any more questions about I See the Light there, Hi G's? About anything I was saying? Nothing too crazy in it, just, stuff to think about. So, let's real quick play Sunrise, Sunset. That'll be our song before we take a little break. Yes. So, sunrise, sunset, we're going nice and slow still. We're going like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, So not too fast, stay nice and slow. Yes? I am going to take the retardandos in the middle, so be watching me when it's time to slow down. I will also be counting out loud. Yes? Start at the beginning. Don't laugh.
No, we got you covered.
Oh, cool, all right.
No, we decided that retardando is Italian for wash it in.
Yeah, it's true.
And
None of you speak Italian. You
on
really know.
tempo is Italian for watch it.
Yes, it's true. There's lots of things that are Italian for watching. Okay, measure one. 1, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, baritons. 6, 7, watch Ian. 12, 2, 3, 13, 2, 3, 14, 2, 3, 15, 2, 3, 16, 2, 3, 17, 2, 3, 18, 19. That sounded nice, Reggies. 21, 22, 23, 2, 3, 24, 2, 3, 25, 2, 3, 6, 27, 8, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 5, 36, 37, 38, 39, slow down, 41, 2, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 1, 2, 53, 54, 55, 56, 47, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 2, 3, 72, 2, 3, 73, 74, pause, 75. That was great. That was awesome. Sorry, make me stop there.
I understand Italian
That was great. Wow. Yeah, so we should talk a little bit about the ending there, right? It's a caesura, Italian for look at Ian, right? The railroad tracks at the end of 74. It is a big pause. We were talking in the high G sectional about how that it's basically the same thing as a fermata, right? So it's basically the same thing as a fermata on beat 3 of that. The difference is that with a caesura, right, we have a full pause. Nobody is playing anything. With a fermata, you're holding the note out. Now, we're playing ukuleles, so the difference is they're the same thing. Yeah. But imagine if you were playing like a violin or something. If you were playing a violin and you saw a fermata, you would want to hold it out, hold it out, hold it out, hold it out. If it was a caesura, you stop completely. Yes? So that is the idea there. So you don't have to hold out that note at all. You're just pausing completely and waiting for me to tell you to play measure 75. And it's giving the high G's time to find fret 12. Yeah? 75, you should also know I'm going to continue conducting through 75 because Mike has a note in measure 76. So you'll see a 75, you'll just hold out for a while, and then Mike. Yeah. So let's play that ending one more time just so we know what's going on. 71 is where we're starting, measure 71. Right?
We're done.
Yeah?
Keep counting.
Oh, that's true. Should we give you guys something to do? Let's start at 69. Give them something to do. 69. 1, ready, go. 69, 2, 3, 70, 2, 3, 71, 2, 3, 72, 2, 3, 73, 2, 3, 74, 2, 3. That was great. That was nice. Nice job. So that is how that song goes. Do we have any questions while we're looking at sunrise, sunset about what is going on in this song? You're like, what the heck? I think most of it's pretty self-explanatory. So we have time for a short break. Let's come back at 7:50. Yes? So you've got like 6-7 minutes to hang around, go to the bathroom and whatnot. Yes? Sure.
Originally, they were vertical, and then later the first tape decks were right, and originally the first tape deck
I like your Hawaiian shirt.
It goes with the pineapple. That'd be all good.
are you, online people? I haven't even checked in on you even a little bit. Oh, we've got some Italian speakers in chat. I see. I know. I've got some. I'm trying to. Let's bring it back in. Start finding your chairs. Let's get after it. We're playing Counting Stars. Welcome back from the break. I'm a little warm. Are you guys a little warm? Yeah. It's the problem with having such a huge ukulele orchestra.
How many people are online?
6 right now. Yeah. Welcome back, folks. We're playing Counting Stars. Counting Stars. Remember that there's a couple spots in this song where we are going to pause, such as the end of measure 10, and also somewhere else, I think. Probably. Oh, yeah. 96. So remember to look at me for the fermatas, yes? For now, continue to slap your instrument when it's time to slap. Continue to slap the body of your instrument. Yeah? Okay. Starting at the beginning. Nice and slow. Counting bars. 1, 2, ready, go. Measure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm pausing. That's probably how fast we're going there at the concert. We are probably never going to go any faster than that. Yes? Measure 11. 1, 2, ready, go. 12, 2, 3, 4, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, bum ba dum, bum ba dum, 21, 2, 3, 4, 22, 2, 3, 4, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. Nice job to you hygies who are trying out the right hand thing, yeah? 37, 38, 39, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, oh my gosh, 58, 59, someone's phone's ringing, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 87, don't rush, slaps, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, hold, 3, 4, 97, 2, 3, 4, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105. Nice. That was good. That was very nice. It sounded like the song. Very, very, very nice job. Any questions about what's going on there?
At
Pretty good.
107, should those be tied or?
No, they should not be tied.
Okay.
No. Yes, everybody else is changing notes, but you're not. So play two of them. Good question. Okay, I want to ask, how many of you have By the Light of the Silvery Moon by a show of hands? Is that looking like most of us? Okay, if you don't have it sitting in front of you, find someone nearby you who has it. We're going to real quick sight read it. Yes? I need to get it out.
I didn't really like that.
Okay, By the Light of the Silvery Moon. Things you should know about By the Light of the Silvery Moon. It is real hard, yeah? It is super duper hard. There are also a bunch of spots that it says divisi in a few of your parts. This is something that we are going to be dividing the parts amongst you during a sectional. So don't worry about it too much. Pick your favorite notes out of them and play as many of them as you can. Yes? We'll be worrying about that during a sectional. Yeah, I know. This is one of the rare Italian words that doesn't mean look at Ian. There's also a repeat in this song. It's not a very complicated one, but at the end of measure 36, not 36, 56, I know my numbers. At the end of 56, you're going to go all the way back to measure 1, and then you're going to play the whole darn thing again. The second time through, at the end of measure 54, you're going to skip ahead to 57. Yes? This is our plan here. I will be calling those things out as I go. I need to move myself closer to my computer.
Do the divisi switch parts on the second time through?
If you really want it to be complicated, then sure. Yeah, we'll worry about the divises later, so don't worry about them too much. Just follow along as best you can. This song is tough, so don't worry about it not sounding perfect right now. Yes? Yeah, 120, that's real fast. There's also a pickup measure 0, low G, ukulele 2, low G, and baritone all have a bunch of stuff in measure 0. So I'm going to give you a measure -1, and then and then I'm going to give you a beat, and we're going to come in. Yeah? We're going to go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, you figured it out. Measure 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 6, 2, 3, 4, 7, 2, 3, 4, 8, 2, 3, 4, 9, 2, 3, 4, 10, 2, 3, 4, 11, 2, 3, 4, 12, 3, 4, 13, 2, 3, 4, 14, 2. You guys are doing really great. 15, 2, 3, 4, 16, 2, 3, 4, 17, 2, 3, 4, 18, 2, 3, 4, 19, 2, 3, 4, 20, 2, 3, 4, 21, 2, 3, 4, 22, 2. Low G, this is your divisi part. Pick your favorite part and play it. 24, 2, 3, 4, 25, 26, 2, 3, 4, 27, 2, 3, 4, triple it, 3, 4, 29, 2, 3, 4, 30, 2, 3, 4, 31, 2, 3, 4, 32, 2, 3, 4, 33, 3, 4, 34, 2, 3, 4, 35, 2, 3, 4, 36, 37, 38, 39. High G1's your divisi here. 40, 2, 3, 4, 41, 2, 3, 4, 42. Just play the top numbers, don't play the middle ones, yeah? 44, 2, 3, 4, 45, 2, 3, 4, triple it, 47. 3, 4, 48, 2, 3, 4, 49, 2, 3, 4, 50, 2, 3, 4, 51, 2, 3, 4, 52, 2, 3, 4, 53, 54, 55, first ending, 56, back to measure 1, measure 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, measure 3, 2, 3, 4, measure 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, triple it, go, 13, sorry, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, Divisi, pick your favorite one. I'll probably just play the top numbers, low G's. 25, 26, 27, triple it, go, 29, 2, 3, 4, 30, 2, 3, 4, 31, 2, 3, 4, 32, 2, 3, 4, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. High ones are divisi, probably just play the top numbers, yeah. 40, 41, bum, 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 bum. 43, 44, 45. Triple it, go. 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, second ending 57, 2, 3, 4, 58, C chord. We really stuck the landing. Yeah. So, yeah, thanks, Gary. If there was one thing that we did beautifully there, it was that C chord there at the very, very end.
Are there any no-nos he did not incorporate into this? Are there any no-nos?
Yeah, Gary did a really good job of not following his arrangement directions. Yes, Christy.
So I have a question just for going into self-practices. At Mr. 38, the low G's have grace notes.
Yes.
Are those like hammers or are those?
They should be hammer-ons, probably.
Okay.
We'll talk about that
Why did you
in the
write it
future.
as grace notes as opposed to something different?
Let's talk about that later. Yeah. Okay.
I'll listen to the recording.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, we'll talk about all of the specifics in there another time. Yes. So, that was a good first shot at that. That was pretty good. So yeah, that was good. What time is it? Should we really quick? Let's play I See the Light.
There you go, that was good.
What did you?
The triplet, I just asked.
Ah. You're just perfect.
Jerome said I got it.
And Jerome knows what he's talking about. So. I See the Light will be our last little thing. Remember what I said the first time we played I See the Light, which is that this song is extremely mellow and nice and calm and quiet. Yes? So we're going to play it mellowly and nicely and calmly and quietly and not all crazy like, yeah? It's going to be like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and that's our speed, yeah? So we're going that speed, and we're not speeding up ever at all, right? Yeah? Okay. Measure 1, here we go. 1 and 2 and ready, go. Measure 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 2 and 3 and 4. 3, 4 and 2 and 3 and 4. 5, 6. Listen to the baritones for how fast you should be going. 8, 9, 2, 3, 4, 10, 11, 12, 13 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 14. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 2, 3, 4, 20, 2, 3, 4, 21, 2, 2, 3, 4, 23, and 2, and 3, and 4, 24, 25. Keep listening to the baritones. They're nice and steady and slow. 28 and 2 and 3, 4, 29, 30, 31, 32. Slide up to that fret 8 there, high keys. 34. Nice job. 35. 36. 37. 38. 2, 3, 4, 39. 2, 3, 4, 40. 41, 42, 43, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 4, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 2, and 3, 4, 46, and 2, and 3, and 4, 47, 2, 3, 4, 48, 2, 3, 4, 49, 2, 3, 4, 50, 2, 3, 4, 51, 2, 3, 4, 52, 2, 3, 4, 53, 2, 3, 4, 54, 2, 3, 4, 55, 2, 3, 4, 56, 2, 3, 4, 57, 2, 3, 4, 58, 2, 3, 4, 59, 2, 3, high G's. 62, 2, 3, 4, 63, 2, 3, 4, 64, 65, 66, 2, 4, 67, 2, 3, 4, 68, 2, 3, 4, 69, 2, 3, 4, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, vibrato, 76. That was so sweet and nice. And you did a nice job of staying mostly pretty slow and mellow. Yes, that was good. We are probably never going to play that song any faster than we just played it. Yeah, at least on purpose. Yeah. That is about concert speed, pretty much, for that song. So, nice job. So, next week, last little things. Next week, similar thing. We're going to do sectionals. I think it worked better from a logistical perspective to have you come in here first and then go to sectionals. We're going to do that again next week. So, in here next week. Remember, if you're not in the new members pod or a small group that's practicing here, you don't need to be here until 6:45. Yes, so come here at 6:45 next week. At the earliest, you will be starting sectionals next week again. Thanks. See you next week. Bye. Thanks, online people. Nice to see you there. I hope you're feeling all right, Elizabeth.